traders, hopefully you're doing well. In this video we're going to talk about how to recognize which breakouts are going to succeed and which breakouts we should not be failing, because most breakouts of trading ranges will fail. This is a fact, and we use this fact to our advantage, and fading breakouts is a very high probability setup. But there's going to be a situation where the breakout will be succeeding and it's not a good opportunity to fade. So we're going to talk about this. So let's start with the trading range. Breakouts happen mostly out of trading ranges, and there's such a thing as a healthy trading range and unhealthy trading range. The healthy trading range is something that looks like this. I'm expecting to happen in trading range this. I'm expecting for prices to go from the highs to the lows and from the lows to the highs. This is a healthy trading range. You get a strong steep moves to the one side and strong steep moves to the other side. This is exactly what I'm looking for when I'm trading ranges. So we have a failed break lower right here. This is a strong key level that was proven and prices broke below. This is the first breakout of the trading range, and we almost always want to take the first breakout. So this is a high probability setup. So now, why am I not in favor of fading these breakouts? Why I'm not in favor of buying these breakouts? Well, because we have to take a look at this structure that happened right here. As I mentioned earlier, healthy trading range goes from one side to the other. So if I'm taking this breakout, I'm expecting for prices to go up here, because when you catch a breakout, you will a lot of times catch the low of the move or low of the entire day. This is why when you catch a breakout and you're fading it, you want to hold a runner almost always, because it is a one-time opportunity to get some nice juicy runner. So I'm expecting prices to reach the highs, and it didn't happen right here. What happened right here? Same thing right here. We bounced off the support right here, and we made it only to the middle of trading range. Push higher, only made it to the middle of trading range. Failed breakout, only made it to the middle of the trading range. So there's clearly something wrong here. My alarm is going crazy right now, because this is not a healthy trading range. We're not making it to these highs. We're barely making it to the middle of trading range. This is telling me that a lot of bears are willing to sell the market and the bulls are really weak. So once we make it to the middle of trading range and we push below EMA, you really have to adapt, and you have to submit to the pressure of sellers. So this is why once the market keeps crawling lower and lower, I'm no longer interested in buying the breakout, because we were supposed to make it up here. Each new high is lower than the previous one. So you guys can see there's some of downtrend working lower and lower. So I'm not interested. I bought the failed breakout right here because it's the first breakout, and we then continue working lower. Very similar situation happened here on the day where I'm recording my live trading session. We have a strong key level form right here, and we have a failed breakout. Once again, I'm holding a runner, and I'm expecting for prices to get at least up to here, to this strong support. But once again, what happened? We barely made it to the middle. There's a strong tops right here. A lot of people started selling, and we instantly pushed lower. Once we push lower right here, I'm no longer interested in buying this breakout to the upside, because market gave me enough information that buyers are not that aggressive, and they're not willing to go and make the moves higher and higher. So I'm going to show you guys a situation of what a healthy trading range looks like, preferably. This right here is one of my videos, master trading ranges like a pro, and this is what the healthy trading range looks like. You get strong steep moves up and down. You reach the lows and you reach the highs. There are no, here's a little bit of gap, and this is the first indication that, the selling pressure is starting to weaken. So strong moves up, strong moves down, strong moves up, strong moves down. This is a healthy trading range. Once you start getting only into middle, then the one side is starting to prevail to the other side. So hopefully you guys are a little bit, understand now a little bit more about the fading the breakouts and how to avoid this. This is a very common pattern. I even made a video called adapting to bearish prevalence or something like that. So you guys can see that these patterns repeat so often that once you spend few years watching this, it will happen and you will be able to predict this. But the market started looking like a trading range. We have a clear downtrend working lower, one leg pullback, second leg. This is a two-legged move, and two-legged move is a high probability move because market likes to move in twos, and you will see a lot of two-legged moves on your chart. As the price is made a new low and prices are working higher, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to draw my trend line, and with the break, I'm expecting for prices to reach a new high. But it didn't happen right here. We pushed below EMA. Look how strongly we pushed below EMA. Strong double top. A lot of sellers came into the market right here. So I have to respect this. We have a downtrend working lower. So you always want to draw these short-term trend lines. They will keep you on the right side of the market. You have the trend line working lower. You have a break and a new low. First entry long, pullback, second entry long. This right here is a second entry long off the support, high probability setup after the downtrend played out. This is according to our rules. I didn't take this trade. It was too early yet. We pushed higher and we pushed lower. And this was my first losing trade today, first trade and losing trade. I started today with a loser. Not really what you want to do, but it happens. This strong move down, I thought that the downtrend will resume, and such a nice bearish bar below EMA. I thought I'm gonna get a quick scalp to this. Got stopped out just by one single tick. Didn't make it. Got stopped out only to see it go exactly where I thought it was gonna go. But you have to follow the rules. I remained calm and I re-entered on this failed breakout. The stop was big, so I was like quite bugging myself. If this is gonna lose, I'm gonna have a major loss here. But luckily it worked because it is a failed breakout, and 9 out of 10 times failed breakout will work. Like I already mentioned, we made it only to the middle. A lot of bearish momentum starting to accumulate here. We pushed below EMA and we're working lower. Although I said these breakouts you don't want to buy, this right here is looking very tempting because as you're working lower, you're getting further and further away from the EMA, and EMA acts as a magnet and will pull prices closer to it. So this is very aggressive trade, but the fact that this is a lower high, there's a chance that prices will go back and scalp at least to the EMA, but you can ignore this. This is just aggressive trade. But in case someone will ask me about this, I like this trade. But the safer trade is this. This was the trade that I took. First entry short, you push higher above the EMA. Second entry short, trap. But this is not a downtrend. This is a trading range. And we're now above the EMA. You're getting long into this resistance. So you have to be a little bit leery of that. But this is a trap. First entry short, second entry short. Market likes to move in twos. So this is a trap and you're most likely going to get the scalp. Prices then turn into this consolidation that you want to stay away from. When you see prices going next to each other side by side and there are a lot of stems, EMA is in the middle of those bars, you don't really want to be taking any trades. You don't want to be guessing the sides. You just want to sit on your hands. And the market then went into this uptrend. There's just a bunch of first entries that I don't think are worth taking because you really want to wait for these second entries. That's a high probability setup. And yeah, we're trying to make it to the upside, but this is how you can see this is what you would be normally expecting. You want to catch the low of the move and you're hoping to catch the huge runner right here. And prices broke lower below EMA, and we actually have a second entry short right here pattern. We actually have a new low right here, first entry short, pullback, second entry short. So this is a two-legged move. And also this is a new high right here, first entry long, pullback, second entry long. We push below EMA. EMA is holding prices. If we break lower, I might be interested in going short here maybe. But at the same time, I already had a great week and I don't want to risk giving my money back. But let's see if we break lower here. But just to recap here, when the trading range is looking like this is where I'm interested in fading the breakouts, even if it's not the first breakout. These are very strong moves up and down, and they're reaching the highs of the range and the lows of the range. If the trading range is looking something like this was the case for today, this is no longer interesting buy here because the momentum is completely different than right up here. This is the strong healthy trading range. This is the weak trading range, and a lot of sellers are starting to come into the market and we're breaking lower. I'm probably not going to take this trade, but I think this is a good trade, so I'm going to mark it. You guys can see how the video after the video is finished, how the market ended up being, but I don't want to risk having a losing trade in case I'm wrong, because I had a great week and hopefully you guys had a great week too. There is a weekend ahead of us. Monday is Memorial Day apparently, so I'm not going to be trading Monday, so there's not going to be live trading session on Monday. So I'm going to try to record it on Tuesday. Hopefully the volatility will be good. Normally it is after the holiday. So enjoy the weekend, extended weekend, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.